All right, welcome to Golden Key number 7, day 7 of the 10 Golden Keys to Rapid Niche-Based Facebook Group Growth. My name is Amos Bracewell. I created the Catapult program. I've been teaching you the first 10 of the 25 or 30 Golden Keys to Rapid Niche-Based Facebook Group. If you are in ENTV, you're probably seeing this or you're seeing this on YouTube. If you're an entrepreneur and you're tired of not having enough people to sell to, having your niche-based Facebook group is a surefire way to solve that forever. Secret sauce is in growing your group minimum 100 members per week, which if you're in the Catapult program and you're all in, you are growing 100 to 600 members a week, like I am. And when you go to monetize your stuff, 1 to 3% become your clients. So the first 100 days, say, you're just rapidly blowing up your niche-based Facebook group, and then you go to monetize month 4, 5, 6, 7, depending how fast you want to monetize your group. That's up to you. I always tell people, though, look to monetize by month 4, 5, 6, and then 1 to 3% will become your clients, depending on how much you want to sell to your people and what problems you want to help them solution, which is entirely up to you. But 1 to 3% industry standard. So every 1,000 members in your niche-based Facebook group is 10 to 30 clients in your pockets. When you get to 10,000, that's 100 to 300 clients in your pocket. Niche-based Facebook group that's grown to 10,000 members. 100 to 300 clients. What's your average client worth? If it's $1,000, it's 100 to $300,000 in your pocket USD. If it's more. If it's less. Do the math. So today is, as Frank Sinatra is singing in my ear, hopefully you guys can't see that or hear that. The reason why I'm starting with my Fathom recorder, my note taker video on screen, is because today we're covering best practices for Zoom. And for best practices for Zoom, I wanted to demonstrate to you guys what it looks like when you have your Fathom note taker in your Zoom, because Fathom note taker is an actual app. It's a free app that integrates on Zoom. You go down to apps, you click on apps. If you've not used Fathom before, you simply search Fathom, Fathom, and you'll pull it up. You'll sign up for it. It's free. And then you can, in the settings, have it come into every one of your meetings to capture your very valuable meeting notes. You can use this for any type of meeting you have, not just for your interviews. 100 interviews in 100 days in your niche-based Facebook group to blow it up, which is what I've been teaching you guys. You can use it for anything you want. Sales calls, you can have business partner meetings, you can do whatever it is. You can also use it to record your own origin story and then dump it into ChatGPT to clean it up, then extract your brand voice and tonality. Truck going by, 1 second to turn my mic down because it's going to be really loud. As well, you can, 1 sec here, I'm just going to turn this way down. Yeah, that was loud. So as well, you can use it for anything else you can think of that you might need or want to have, be able to barf out information and have ChatGPT clean it up and then do things with that information. So as you can see from my recording, my screen here, my Fathom is on there. So what you do is, in every meeting, you're going to come up here to the 3 dots. You're going to hit stop video. Stop video. Now over here in view in the top right of your, notice it goes off screen. You never want that on screen. And so also in view in the top right of your Zoom settings, hit view, which is the very top right. It's nine little squares, 3 by 3. View, and you're going to make sure you've hit hide non-video participants. If I show non-video participants, my Fathom comes back because it's showing a non-video. I've turned the video off on my Fathom, but I also have to hide non-video participants. Okay. So today's again is about best practices with Zoom. If you are on Zoom, notice I'm looking you in the eyes. I'm not looking at myself. If I'm looking at myself, it sends a message that I'm more concerned about how I look on camera than how I interact with you as the audience. So some basic fails if you're try to avoid is if you're ever shooting selfie videos, same thing. Do not look at yourself on camera. It's hard not to train yourself. You got to train yourself not to, but same with Zoom. Look at your, right there. Look at that, because then the audience knows I am talking to you. If I'm looking at myself, looking down, what does that send? What message does that send? That's a fail. Never look down. Look at the camera when you're speaking. It's so important. Now, to train yourself, something I did is I turned the brightness down on my device to train myself to not get distracted by our own appearance in this selfish world that we live in. We've all been trained unintentionally to think of ourselves first, to look at ourselves first. On Zoom, also what you want to do. So first, look at the camera when you're talking to the camera. Don't look at yourself. Don't look at your teleprompter. You shouldn't even be using a teleprompter. If you need a teleprompter, you don't know your marketing message. If you don't know your marketing message, why are you opening your mouth? If it's not in your heart, why are you opening your mouth? This is my opinion. You should only be saying things in life that are in your heart, that are coming innately from your psyche, from your gut, from your stomach. If you're reading a teleprompter, you're not in creative mode. You're in logic mode, which means you're not in your heart, which means how in the world are you going to deliver something with conviction so the people are moved by it? So your audience that needs to hear your message can come to you and can resonate with your heart and can feel your passion. Okay. Best practices on Zoom. When you get on an interview with someone, it's going to stack you guys side by side. Awesome. Great. Right. But unfortunately, unless you bring your screen in, so make your screen narrow. I don't know if it's going to demonstrate this because it's only me, but basically you go to the edge of your screen, left or right of your Zoom, until you see two arrows that go this way and this way. Pretend this line here is the edge of your Zoom screen, like the edge of your window, right? So say you go to the left side and you put your mouse over the edge of the window, it becomes two arrows like this. You're going to drag that puppy so that the two screens are not, you're going to be on the right, your participant's going to be on the left. You're going to drag them so your participant pops up on top of you and then you're beneath them. Because you want the person you're interviewing, you want their face, their eyes right beneath your camera. So your audience feels like you're talking to them. So you don't make the mistake of doing this and then looking at yourself. And everyone sees every time you look at yourself on camera. And they go, wow, why do they keep looking at themselves on camera? Aren't they supposed to be looking at the person that they're interviewing? So in case you get distracted by yourself on camera, this will save you too from coming across narcissistic and selfish, because you're going to put your guest on top of you. So even if you slip up and look at yourself, you're still in the vertical of your audience. You're not going back and forth like this, which number one, connects you with your audience more. Number two, connects you with the person you're interviewing more, because they're going to be like 2 inches beneath your camera. So there's you guys in the camera, their head's like right there. Well, that's basically like I'm looking at you. I'm looking at them. So when they're looking at me, they're going to feel like I'm looking at them, and so will the audience. And if you slip up and look at yourself, you're only going to be looking them down about 6 inches, which is still better than doing this and this and this and this. It disengages the audience. You want to have the audience in your pocket. So you can stack up to like 4 or 5 people. So if you get 4 or 5 people in your Zoom, you can stack them all one on top of the other. You'll be at the very bottom. You can reorder people too by clicking on their picture and dragging them up top. So that's something else with Zoom to look out for, so that you are always connecting with the audience. So you're talking to them. I break contact. If I'm talking to you and I'm doing this is not the same as me looking you in the eyeballs. How do you feel when someone's talking to you and they won't look you in the eyes? Do you like the fact that they won't look you in the eyes? I don't. Like, what are you hiding? Now, they may not be intentionally hiding, but psychologically, if someone does not look us in the eyes, that's a very different experience if they look us in the eyes, square their shoulders back, and give us the message they have to say. They're fully present with us. And so be fully present with your people. Be fully present with your guests. What else for Zoom? I wrote some notes down. Now we're going to cover, yes, so live streaming setup with Facebook, advanced settings, persistent stream key. Going to cover that with you now. So now that we've done Zoom, also another thing with Zoom, when someone else is talking, I mute myself out. Now, if you're at a home and it's a quiet and there's little ambient noise, Zoom has auto noise cancellation. You can set to low, medium, or high. Check your mic input volumes. Make sure your guests can hear you. But if you, like me, are recording outside and there's trucks going by, you need your Noise cancellation set, when you can find that under your mic, your audio, there's an arrow on computer desktop that goes up top, points up, click on that under audio settings. You can change your noise cancellation levels. There's video options too, but if you're going to be sitting outside, make sure that you have high noise cancellation on. If there's any ambient noise, your dog's in the bathroom, kids are screaming, high noise cancellation will typically cancel out almost all of that. The only difference is if you have loud trucks going by, you have to have high on, and then also make sure your mic is not too hot or too high, your input volume. Check that out too. Okay, now I'm going to be sharing my screen, and we're going to go into Zoom, and we're going to go into Facebook, and I'm going to show you guys how you have to live stream. There might be multiple ways of live streaming because your interviews are going to be live streaming to your group. I had to take a big swig. No sugar, stevia sweetened iced tea from Starbucks, 0 sugar. It's great. Plant-based, apparently, because stevia. Highly recommend this drink. This is Starbucks' 3 teas. It's passion, green, and black mixed together. I call it swamp water. Light ice, no water, and 7 stevia in this Trenta. And I have like 5 of these a day. Unlimited refills at Starbucks for like the last 20 years. As long as you have the app, you can get this ad is brought to you by Starbucks. You can get unlimited iced tea, iced coffee, hot coffee, the base ones, not the souped up ones. Unlimited. All they have to do is scan your card, and as long as your ass has not left the parking lot, the cafe, I have 5 to 7 a day. Why do you think is one of the reasons I work at Starbucks on my laptop is because, wow, that gave a thumbs down. That's funny. Is because you get unlimited drinks. The Wi-Fi in the States is not as good as Canada, but for some reason, I don't know why, but the Wi-Fi is decent in the States. It's really good in Canada typically, or I shouldn't say really good. It's good. Anyway, quick shout out to Starbucks. Thanks, Starbucks, for making it easy and attractive to come and work at your cafes. Okay, so let's share screen and go into the next part of this for live streaming. What's going to happen as Frank Sinatra sings in my ear? Love it. Okay, so for live streaming into your niche-based Facebook group, here's my niche-based Facebook group. There's a couple steps you got to take. Number one, you got to go into your own Zoom. You have to have a professional Zoom account, which is about $100 a year or something like that. Go to the home page where you have to input some stuff. Number one, you're going to go to meetings. You're going to set up an ongoing recurring meeting. This allows you to stream after you've synced your Zoom with your Facebook. Your Zoom with your Facebook. You can keep live streaming continuously as often as you want into ENTV. How do you think I do live videos in ENTV? This very way. Thanks to Paul Kellogg, Michelle Bouchard, and someone else that helped with another part of this for us, solutioning this for us. Tech will change on you sometimes, often, and you have to shift with it. This is the second time we've had to change our streaming practices to get our content into our niche-based Facebook groups. So if you want to go live in your own group, there's a few steps. Number one, you're going to come into Zoom, home, meetings, upcoming. We're going to set up a new meeting, schedule a meeting, okay? You're going to name your meeting the group name. So let's say ENTV. I'm going to call mine Practice Teaching, so I know how to delete it later. Practice Teaching Meeting for ENTV Golden Keys, since this is Golden Keys. Spell it right, Bracewell. Okay. You need that. Come here and click Recurring Meeting. Under Daily, come and select No Fixed Time. Click off Enable Continuous Meeting Chat. Click off Passcode. You don't need that on. It's a waste of your time because you have your waiting room as your barrier to make sure no one can just Zoom bomb your room. It's all you need is a waiting room. Otherwise, you got to send people passcodes. If they get it wrong, then you're going to get screwed because they can't get on your meeting. Do not put passcodes on your meeting. Hit save. So that was details. Now live streaming. Boom. Live streaming. Configure custom streaming. 1, 2, 3 things and leave these 2 unticked. 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab these from your niche-based Facebook group. You're going to come into your niche-based Facebook group, be on the home page where it says write something. Got to do this from laptop or desktop. Click on that. 3 dots right here. Live video. Go live. Don't worry, you're not going to be live. Just click go live. It's going to open up this window. You're going to go to what's your live. Sorry, actually scrap that. We're going to go down to here. Advanced settings. Drop it down. This might be on the right side, depending which version of Facebook you have. These 3 things. So we're first turn on persistent stream key. Make sure that's blue. It's toggled on. You're going to grab this stream key. You're going to grab this server URL. And then you're going to open up one more video, one more page, separate page, Facebook, go to your group again. I know, separate page. Why do I have to open up a separate page? Trust me, just do it. Go to your group again, because see the URL, double or triple click that so the HTTPS comes up. You're taking that entire URL. Where are we putting these? Well, stream URL. Stream URL is this bad boy right here. Server URL is your stream URL. You're copying that, putting that there, paste. Stream key is this one. Stream key, copy, blue check mark, paste. Live streaming page URL. This is where you're actually sending your broadcast to. That's the new window you opened. That's the HTTPS. Copy and paste the whole thing. Copy, paste. Do not click these. Okay. Save. Now go back to details. Awesome. Now hit my meetings. You see both of them. I got this one already going. This is set. If you've done this exactly how I showed you, the beautiful thing is you can just go as live as you want. Now I'm going to delete this because I already have this one going. So that was just to practice. Delete. And so when you want to go live, you're going to come to this same Facebook producer window that I jumped to when I went to my own group, click the 3 dots, hit live video, and then you're going to come to here where all of this is done already once. So this won't be expanded. It'll be like this. Sorry, loud bike going by. It'll be like this because it only opened up because I expanded it. And you're going to go here and label your things. So let's say Jim Carbow, interview. Jim is probably going to watch this training. Interview. If they're in your group, you can tag them in blue. Always do this part first. You're going to replace, copy and paste that to there. Hit save. Watch the blue check mark right here. Complete post details. Green check mark, not blue. Green check mark. You're going to go to your Zoom when you're ready to go live. So I'm going to hit stop share. You can't watch this part because I can't. And I'm going to hit under more. Click the 3 circle in the bottom right, says more 3 dots. Click that. There's a live stream thing. Live stream, hover over live stream to the right. And you go live on custom live streaming service. It opens up a new page. It opened up this page. See how it's setting up to go live if you did all these steps properly. And now you don't even have to wait till it's all the way to the end. You come back to this. Oh, we got a second green check mark. And now it's picked up my video feed. Now we're not live yet. I'd have to hit go live to actually go live. You're in the producer mode. You're in what I call the holding tank. Okay. So this is how you go live on Zoom. So this is how you, and again, what I taught you today was number 1. Let's go back up here. Best practices for Zoom video. So you're actually looking at people and not at yourself. Fail and not at your guest, because then your eyes are doing this. Stack your guest on top of yourself. So bring your Zoom window in. You can stack up to 4, 5, or 6 on top of each other. So your vertical is right in line with your guest's eyes. So you're not coming off target too much. You're just going up and down a few inches. Way better than this. Way better than this. Okay. Number 1, we taught you that. Number 2, I always mute my mic if I'm not talking. That's funny because because I don't want background noise when my guest is talking. It's about them. It's not about me. I unmute myself when I want to talk. There are some times I've started talking and forget to mute myself. That's fine. To me, that's better because a little silence is fine anyway, and a little pause is good. That's why music has pauses. A pregnant pause. That's better than a bunch of noise chatter and a non-clear audio signal in your recording. You want a clear audio signal. Next thing we talked about is how to set up your Zoom so that you have in their meetings, you have an ongoing broadcast that anytime you want, you can send that puppy to your Facebook, your niche-based Facebook group, which if I hit go live, we'd be live, but I'll show you how to connect the video source, complete the post details, which you'll replace with your Fathom show notes, run through ChatGPT, see Golden Key, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5, where I talked about that. And so that's what we've covered today. So I hope you found this beneficial. Again, this is stuff we all do hands-on training with in Catapult. This is part of the practical steps you need to master by the time you want to be hopping with the Catapult program or on your own. You got to master this stuff. It's not hard to learn. It's just new technology. It's a pain in the ass. Personally, every time they switch, it's like, oh, they switched it again. We got to learn it again. But that is the success tax. How bad do we want it? How bad do I want to be successful? When tech shifts, I have to shift with it, or else I get left behind. I don't want to get left behind. Do you? So this is Golden Key number 7, day 7 of the 10 golden keys for you to rapidly blowing up your own niche-based Facebook group so that you can go and get the income or impact you want, or both. Well, that's awesome. Is that this one on Max, or is that this one? Which one did I do? Okay, so it must be the 2 thumbs up. Okay, is that one on Max? And then there's also, oh, is that the one I just did? That's what I just did. Never mind. Okay. So if you are an entrepreneur and you want massive impact, or you want a whole lot of money and you want to monetize your stuff, and you took a coaching program, or you know how to do something really cool, but no one's buying your stuff, and you're out there slinging it on social media using your personal Facebook page, which is the weakest way to try to find clients, because then you're fishing in a bloody ocean where everyone else is trying to find clients, and you are competing with cat and dog videos and political videos, which are about to get only more as the states heads into political season, and the monkeypox and the all the other things they're announcing and releasing, whether true or false. You have to compete with all of that. Do you really want to compete with that noise? Launch your own niche-based Facebook group. Follow the 10 golden keys. Do what I'm showing you to do. I'm giving you the best information I know, and these are the 10 of the first 25 or 30 golden keys in Catapult we teach, so you can go and accomplish your mission in life. There's nothing worse than trying to bleed and dive for your niche-based Facebook group that grew like 1 or 2 months and then died, and now it's like a year or 4 months or 4 years old, and there's been nothing, and you're like, what do I do with that? Well, comment Catapult if you want my help to resurrect it, or blast you off with a brand new one. Our latest success story is obviously Lori Phillips, 10 weeks old, 5,000 members in 10 weeks from a brand new niche-based Facebook group. She's about to monetize. She'll be monetized by 3 months in. You can too. You don't have to struggle with a lack of warm leads, a lack of confidence, a lack of direction. I went and paid a price for you. I did 11 hours, 11 days in a row, 11 months, no breaks. It was hard. It was very hard. It was very, very, very hard. But after the 11 months, I was like, I think I found out how to monetize pretty well and blow up a niche-based Facebook group. And so Catapult program holds your hand. It's a lot of group coaching. So you're not alone building your own graphics. You're not alone building your own videos. You're not alone on anything, really, because my job is to get what it took me 11 hours a day to accomplish. So you can do the same in 3 hours a day. You get the same results I have. How would you like your own version of ENTV today? This could be you in like a year or less. Do you want 14,000 members in your own niche-based Facebook group? Do you want to go and slug it away on yourself? Go and slug away on yourself. Then, dude, that's fine. Take my trainings, and when you're successful, come and tell me about it. I'll bring you on ENTV today, and we'll talk about how you use my trainings, and then added a bunch of your own cool stuff to it to blow up your own niche-based Facebook group. I'll celebrate you. or else comment Catapult below. Price goes up on the first to 7,000. It's $5,250 US right now. There's a coupon I got to send you if you want to buy before the end of Saturday. I'm going to bring on 5 max students for this cohort. It's Catapult cohort Delta. It's a 4th cohort. Would love to help you blow your stuff up, fulfill your mission. That's it. Thanks for watching. Comments, questions below regarding this particular training, Zoom, live streaming, mic, audio. Hope you had fun. I'm having fun doing these. These are good for me to do because they give me a chance to stand up, square my shoulders back, and be bold in what I know that I know how to do. And if you go and blow up your own niche-based Facebook group, you're going to get really confident too, because you went and paid a price that most people will never pay. And so you're going to discover some stuff that most people will never discover. Because the higher you go up the mountain, the cleaner the air is, the thinner the traffic is. There's not very many people up on the mountain. You'll discover this too if you do what I've done, and maybe you'll do a lot better than me. Awesome. Tell me about it. I want to learn from you because I'm far from perfect, but I'm on route, depending on American, Canadian. Are you in the game to win it, or are you going to just sit around talking about your dream or vision? If you want to kick ass and take names, let's get going. Comment Catapult below. Let's have a chat. Would love to help you fulfill your calling and mission so that you're not struggling and not feeling frustrated anymore. Thanks for watching.